Welcome back to Sunrise. Today we're still keeping our focus on the Kaduna Investment Summit. We're at the heart of it. It will be going on today. We've got some of those who are participating in that summit here with us, and this time we have Sulaiman Abdul Kwari, who is the Commissioner of Finance. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you. Good morning and welcome to Kaduna.
Thank you. Now, you are in finance. You basically have a huge role to play here. You're looking to bring in so much money to the state. So just give us a sense of this. I mean, what is the thinking of finance? What are you set to achieve with this?
Well, it is the intention of the government to, in addition to all the sources of revenues that should be accruing to the state within the year, to also partner with development partners both in the public and the private sectors of the economy. This is to ensure that government, as a key employer of labor, is able to attract partnerships with private firms that will be able to come in, establish businesses that would employ our young people, and also to provide the necessary jobs and also boost the economic activities of the state, because some of the repercussions of what we see as social vices within the society as a result of lack of employment of these energetic youths that form a greater part of our population. So going forward, the government, in addition to all the various sources of revenues and also the resources within the state, thinks that it is important to open its doors to such partnerships so as to move the economy of the state forward. And this is the third edition. We have seen some very positive reaction and results coming from the two previous editions.
What kind of results?
Well, the results in terms of big organizations coming in. We've seen Olam on your way to coming into Kaduna from Abuja, about 30 kilometers to be precise. A huge investment in the agricultural sector. A huge poultry farm is already in existence, and they have brought in all the capital requirements that to set up this place, about 150 million US dollars. So this has actually boosted the economy of the area.
So is it that
we have youth that are gainfully employed now.
So the investment worth $150 million is what they brought into the state?
Correct.
That particular company?
Correct, that particular company. And in the southern part, we have also the Vicampro, which has brought in some technologies, and they are to focus on Irish potatoes. They are just at the border of Plateau State. Plateau is known for Irish potatoes production, and Vicampro has come in to augment this, and a lot of activities going on also in the southern part of the state.
Commissioner, I want to delve a bit into the finances of the state as it is right now. We know that currently Kaduna is receiving an average of approximately less than 4 billion naira from FARC. You're generating a little bit over 2 billion naira in IGR every month. Can you give us a sense of, between the first Kadinvest and this third one, how much kind of has taken place in terms of IGR development?
Oh, interesting. We have actually moved we've taken a huge leap from what we met on ground in 2015, with IGR going for about 1.1 per month. We met the state having an IGR of 13.5 billion. We moved that to 23 billion in 2016, and we have done 26 billion in 2017, meaning that we have doubled what we have met on ground. And in terms of actual delivery of services, the government is trying as much as possible to tie its IGR to the service delivery, because if the people see government as a performing government and services are getting to the nooks and crannies of the state, they'll be more willing to come out and also pay such taxes. So we have earmarked for ourselves a very huge task of ensuring that tax for service is what this government drives. And government, the people are believing in the leadership of the state, and subsequently they are also paying the necessary taxes required.
Commissioner, you know, when you think about some of the factors arising in Kaduna, you have, you know, kind of random bursts of violence in southern Kaduna from time to time. You have a bit of political volatility as well from time to time. Can you talk about, you know, how some of these factors either, you know, how they affect investment in the state?
Well, we have done well in terms of security, but like I said, giving jobs to this youth will ensure that the volatility of the state in terms of social unrest comes down to the barest minimum. We have done as much as possible to the extent that this is limited to only a particular section of the state. What we have seen in the previous years is a sporadic reaction. If a problem starts from the southern part, it is spontaneously coming across through reprisals, you know, to Kaduna, and then it extends to Zaria. But the good thing about this government is it has been able to curtail the uprising that has been witnessed to only the southern part of the state, and we hope this remains that way. So the youth within the two zones are very much engaged, and it is with that hope that we took the very big Vicampro company to make sure that we engage more of the youth of the southern part, so that there will be some semblance of
How much success
peace.
have you had?
Very, very successful, because the last one, the last uprising we had of any sort was about 6 months back.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, when you talk about engaging the youth, you just said something about curtailing and ensuring that it stays. Is it that you want to end the uprisings completely, or you just want to minimize it?
Well, it is the intention of government to eradicate any sort of uprising that will hamper the growth of the economy and also distract investors, okay, or take away investors from our state. So we want to see a situation where there is